What's the deal, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your host, the one and only Work Pretty Fly Camera on 2 feet. I'm about to play this hooker. Man, come on, man. Turn that music off.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Cleveland Browns. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down a...
Every time I play this nigga, it be like this, man. This boy right here. See this? He be like reconfiguring his whole team and shit.
21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb until about the 23.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Off of play action, it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Watson. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Gonna run again here with Pollard.
Ooh.
Knifes his way forward here,
That
but
boy
just
tried to
3
kill
yards
him.
on the play, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's my fault.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and
That
he
was
picked
my
up a first
fault.
down.
I should have had that.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Roddy Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
You knew that was happening. These Browns, I think they got a sick little defense, I see.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On play action, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this one to Cooper complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop with you this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson, his ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Now Watson going to change the look here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the Browns are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as they'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Touchdown! Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
We'll go with Pollard here on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Wide.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Wow.
And it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they'll change things up. Prescott now on second down. That's Gallup on the slant. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I tell you what, this was a much-needed drive and a much-needed touchdown at the end of this drive. They had not done much of anything in this first half, but here they put all the pieces together, and they get the score right before the half.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your
hike the
part,
ball.
you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Here's 2nd and 10. Moore, the motion man. Here's Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man complete. Through the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin, 84 yards. And taking the lead.
Damn.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Ooh.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Watson, he's going to move him around. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw.
That's crazy, because I was way outside the damn box. I thought that was roughing the passer.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Let me see what this wind look like.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Dang.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he's playing game.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, Pollard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Now Prescott.
Ha!
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Ronnie Hickman.
Oh, so nice.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they
Again, my offense ain't helping my defense. God damn it.
Point good by Hopkins, and it's now 21-7.
You'll learn.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
There it is.
Deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Can't learn like that.
Shot with outstanding field position.
God damn, man. I wish I knew how to do that shit. I swear I wish I knew how to do that.
Problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Out to the left. He's got his tight end, Akins. Touchdown, Browns. Jordan Akins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch.
You gonna run it again?
That's how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Final play of the half. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Trying to get it out of there.
25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of them?
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Get over his head.
But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to
to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. And he'll be brought down.
Where's the fumble at, man? Come on.
1 yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3.
You're lucky he didn't get that motherfucker.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be stopped.
Yo, every fucking time, yo. Every fucking time you get a fumble hit. Shit hard as hell to do.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
Yo, ain't no fucking body open, yo.
In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Prescott off play action. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return will stop right around the 25. All I can do up here is just shake my head. 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Any of these concepts in any play.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown passes down the ball. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air.
Damn.
And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Cowboys 7.
You gonna fumble that motherfucker if you
The
come
Browns
up out of
kicking
there.
team out there now as they'll send this one away.
I gotta learn how to do that, man. That's a huge advantage.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
I Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Play action now, Prescott.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. Get it over his fucking head.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just
That should have been a pick, bro. What are you talking about?
But a big part of it is
No, it should have went over his head. I was trying to throw it over his head. I threw it to the sideline.
When it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Trying to run for it with Pollard, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And now a timeout called defensively by
Got
the
me
Browns.
fucked up over here, man.
It's
God
just their
damn.
first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
I can't believe he didn't get that.
Now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
Oh, fast.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
He had that nigga, too.
You know, they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I had that blitz blocked up.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big pickup of 38.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Fucking stuff.
Now a throw here to his running back. Down the
That fucking stuff in the line.
Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 50 yards. And the Browns just continue.
Glad I ain't got to play your ass first.
On the other sideline, just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that
Guess you'll be playing Pure J. He just got in. Think you're a low seed, right?
They certainly have.
I don't. Yeah, probably. He last in the league.
Excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now,
Welcome back, niggas.
back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Be careful.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Do that shit every time, yo. I ain't never let nobody get that shit like game day back in the day.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But
Ooh.
look at this as a time to just improve.
You playing games, boy.
I think you
What
have
are
to
you
find
doing?
something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Second down, Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a
Everybody fucking stuck, man. This is crazy.
Able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled.
And they got bull rush.
Putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another
No
sack
fucking
right
body
there.
open.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
2nd and 6.
47. Here we go, 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. 26.
Prescott now.
Oh, wow.
Time I got over somebody's fucking head.
I'm surprised.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Prescott.
Oh, my God. That wasn't a pick, bro.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go, going to 54. Why?
What the fuck? Oh man, it's you beat me so bad I can't even fucking audible.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Dak and the offense still out there.
I can't get a first down.
They are going to go for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. But with this advantage, this defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, big here in the fourth quarter.
That was your man over there. That was your fucking man.
I don't think they needed the completion, but
doing?
Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
From the gun on third, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well on field across the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Everybody was guarded over there. Why are you running over there?
It's another first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Watson.
Oh, man.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost
He was open.
his guy out of the backfield.
Because I was sure enough running way to the sideline.
It doesn't
Right back up the middle of the field.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they make.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Get back.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Oh, wow.
That's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Why not pick it?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays.
Somebody was streaking down the middle. God damn it.
Yet another incompletion.
Who man was
here
that?
as They fail to connect on third. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's taken in at the 9. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
God damn it.
It was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott.
Oh.
And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
47. 26.
Prescott on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ballgame.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
The 21 rule should be in effect.
10,
I know, right?
Pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL
Never get a knockout.
That's certainly something to take pride in.
I'm user catching
Now
that.
the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts.
That was the fucking linebacker.
Yeah, but I'm user catching it, though.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Just give me some time.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 56 yards.
And this has been the story.
I swear, I try that shit. That shit don't work for me.
And if not backed off,
Because you're not me.
big fourth quarter lead. separation for big yardage.
Damn, I wanted it, but I don't think he can make that type of throw.
To be incomplete. They're still
Said.
throwing the football here, and obviously
This
the
is
incompletion
abuse.
stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just
I'll be on here abusing this little nigga.
because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first
There we
downs,
go.
just as good as running the football.
That's a knockout.
A second down pass.
Yeah, that was.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another
Carnage
touchdown.
out here, nigga.
They said before the game that they were going to try
Making
to
carnage
tacos.
tacos.
This contest. I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies.
Put a 5-5 burger on that nigga.
Just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just
Put a
want to finish the game
55
off
burger on
the way
his
that they
head,
like to
red
play.
dot.
Full speed, all out.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Ooh, he's trying to fumble.
Probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day? And my
God,
goodness,
I can't stop pulling them, yo.
Picked off by
Don't worry, I like it.
and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yet another mistake.
That nigga throwing him.
Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now, Watson.
Oh, come on.
Defenders had intercepted.
They would.
Picked off by Micah Parsons through the middle of the field.
Going back.
Takes this one back.
No, I'm about to get off, man.
And the Cowboy
All right.
defense has a
Yeah, I'm about to
touchdown.
get off.
Well,
Good
part of
game,
this
good
defense
game.
now with multiple interceptions in this game, but
GG.
this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another
That's Madden
interception.
telling this
one,
nigga, like,
a
hey,
better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about
We
an
don't want you to
exceptional
quit.
effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
One last shot now for Prescott. And now the pressure.
Oh, the snap and throw right there.
So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it
that
just
nigga
wasn't
said,
necessary.
run it back. I'm like, hell fucking no, I ain't no run it back, nigga. Like, is you crazy, nigga? Did you just witness what I just did to your motherfucking ass? That nigga talking about some run it back. Like, I'm about to sit there and waste my time playing your ass again. Like, nigga, that was like playing a motherfucking zombie or some shit.